This is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Steelers going up against the Broncos. With that, let's send you out to Denver. We're standing by in the booth. Our 2 men who will call the game for us. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And they'll go on the ground. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, 36 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he knocks it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. A strong running. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Back to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline, somewhat happy.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
Now he's going to go into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
10 yards still left on second down. Looking to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know. And his first carry, he loses the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Red zone opportunity. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And they'll run it here. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw, and almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught at the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Their big-bodied receiver, 66 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll look to throw here. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down after a good gain. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. And ready for 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
When you hear screen, screen, screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part 2 of the screen, he forgot part 1, couldn't get the ball. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Another pistol look here.
Let's go, Ohio!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 51 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal. So now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And he rifles one incomplete. Costly mistake for the offense. They now face 17 yards to go on third down. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they're going to speed things up here.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slides.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. And Pittsburgh getting 7 set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 yards to go here on second down. Shift together here from the D-line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So completion on second down, that brings up third. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun now on third down. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit and illegal contact on a quarterback. The defenders really have to get in line.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Ah, yes, this is where the expression staying ahead of the chains comes into play. Good runs like that one set you up well for third down.
Back to throw here. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll look to throw for him. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So the Broncos coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back, away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. Throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Taking it about the 36. Takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Second down following the run. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you? I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with third and just a couple.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Flex round. Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Give them 22 on that one. And it'll be first down, Denver. And there they went crossing routes against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to...
And he loses the football a second time. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Give them 18 on that one. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. One receiver left, 3 to the right. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now, defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's incomplete.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
They come up in an offset eye. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure. That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So out comes the field goal team once more. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth. Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again. You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again. Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Here we go now.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On play action, they'll throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game. I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 4-yard pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. It's 4th and 2, and you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage. So you have to be definite about your decision about where to go. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles. I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt. Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal. I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. They're going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback. Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Obviously, this is not going to banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Back to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed. Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did.